As our ecotourism journey continues in Northern California, we find ourselves on breathtaking adventures that intertwine conscious travel with unforgettable experiences.
So, why does ecotourism matter? Well, take a look at this report from KPMG. It shows tourism is one of the leading polluters of emissions. That means one of the things many of us cherish the most is also hurting our environment the most. But it doesn't mean we have to give up adventure. It's about finding kinder ways to explore and travel.
We've shared several eco-stays that all align with Green Desert's mission of embracing Mother Nature. Now it's time to explore the eco-friendly activities we experienced along the way. This leads us to the Stanford Inn. Now, although we didn't stay at the hotel, we couldn't resist experiencing the sustainable adventures they offered, starting with Catch a Canoe and Bicycles Too. It was an opportunity to connect with nature without disturbing the local ecosystem. The star of the show are their redwood outriggers.
Hey, we're out here on the river in Mendocino County. We are experiencing Catch a Canoe at Stanford Inn, and it's so cool. The canoes are made locally right here in town. Even more so, they're made from local materials.
The outriggers are just part of the testament to their commitment of sustainability. Catch a Canoe supports wildlife conservation by protecting the diverse wildlife species that call the river their home. And since they are the sole private landowner along an 8-mile stretch of the Big River, they have a unique opportunity to preserve the natural environment of the river. After an incredible day on the Big River, we were ready for the next adventure. And it was just melodies away. At Raven's Restaurant, also located at Stanford Inn. The menu is filled with seasonal, organic, and plant-based foods. And the food, it's so pretty. Each plate resembles a rainbow, which is, of course, visually appealing. But it's also a great way to ensure a balanced meal. It's like a natural way to make sure you're getting a little bit of everything your body needs to thrive. Now here's what got us really excited about the food. Big River Nursery. It's where the restaurant gets their ingredients, right across the street. Talk about farm to table. The nursery is filled with a variety of food and medicine. What really got our attention is how they focus on regenerative agriculture. Instead of bringing in soil, they just grow their food and let the leftovers turn into compost, like this pile. The compost breaks down, and that's what feeds their garden. So rather than buying outside fertilizers, they work with nature. They also grow certain plants for their benefits to the garden, like these fava beans. Their purpose is to bring nitrogen into the soil.
One more lap, come on.
Next on our itinerary, a breathing session with Sid Garza Hillman. He's the director of the wellness programs at Stanford Inn. He's also the author of 3 books, a certified nutritionist, breathing instructor, and running coach.
Essentially what you're doing here is you're mocking high altitude training. So let's talk about high altitude training.
He helped us discover the power of conscious breathing. Who knew breathing right had so many benefits, like less stress, improved sleep, and a healthier heart? We learned firsthand how it can affect your consciousness and brain chemistry.
So here on my left is my current brain waves as I'm talking to you. It's broken down into delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. And you can see they're kind of clumped into in the same space with each other. So I took a session of a breathwork session at the Stanford Inn with Sid, and I want to share with you how impactful they just can be. On the right here, these are some of my brain waves that I recorded. You can see that they're kind of all over the place. But now I want to show you some breath work that I did this morning at the Mar Vista Farm and Cottage session. Look how different the alpha waves are from the rest of the waves. I got very pronounced difference between these waves and these waves, meaning that I was extremely conscious, extremely alert, versus the waves on the right. They're kind of all jumbled up. And even now, as I'm talking to you, you can see my brain waves are still not exactly, the alpha is not separated. So when you get a pronounced separated alpha, it means you're extremely conscious. And that means that just by proper breathing, you can change your brain chemistry.
Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe so you get notified as we release more stories. Also, we'd love to hear from you. Share your favorite eco stays or recommend places we should explore next.